Hi, how are you, dear friends? I hope you are well. Today, what I'm about to share with you isn't just a numismatic mystery. It's a wake-up call to every collector, every curious soul, and yes, even every person who has ever tossed a coin into a jar and thought nothing more of it. This is the story of the 1989 Singapore 10-cent coin. A coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but beneath that humble metal lies a storm of rarity, historical significance, and potential value that could leave you breathless. That's right. In the world of rare coins, sometimes the most unexpected pieces turn out to be the true treasures. And this small, silver-toned coin, quietly minted in the heart of Southeast Asia, could be one of them. So before you walk past your coin box, or let that loose change slip through your fingers, listen closely, because this could be your once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Let's begin at the surface. The 1989 Singapore 10-cent coin, round, metallic, and seemingly unremarkable, bears the iconic Vanda Miss Joachim flower on one side, a beautiful national symbol of Singapore's resilience and uniqueness. Turn it over, and you're greeted by the proud Singaporean coat of arms, flanked by the country's name in English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay, a testament to its multicultural spirit. Below the crest, the date, 1989, a year that, in numismatic circles, would later spark curiosity, speculation, and obsession. The coin is made of copper nickel, a silvery alloy, durable and resistant to wear. It measures approximately 18.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs around 2.36 grams. It has a reeded edge and carries that signature gleam of late 20th century minting excellence. But let me make this clear. This coin is far more than just metal. It is a mirror to history, a whisper of economic transition, and possibly a jackpot hiding in plain sight. A defining year for Singapore. To truly understand the weight of this coin, we need to go back to 1989. A pivotal year for Singapore and much of the world. Globally, the Cold War was beginning to thaw. Berlin's Wall was cracking. The digital revolution was quietly accelerating. And in Singapore, the island nation was evolving rapidly. Under the guidance of Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, the country was transforming from a developing economy into one of the world's most admired financial powerhouses. With growth, innovation, and industrial progress at its core, Singapore was stepping confidently into a new era. But as Singapore embraced the future, its coins carried the legacy of its past. The 10-cent coin minted in 1989 was part of the second series of Singapore coins, a series introduced in 1985 that showcased native symbols and represented national pride. These coins were not merely currency. They were silent witnesses to history, and some of them, like the one minted in 1989, would go on to become the focus of collectors and historians alike. Why this coin stands out now, let's get into the heart of the mystery. Why would a common 10-cent coin from 1989 spark such interest? Why would collectors today whisper about it in forums, and specialists insist on examining every detail under a microscope? Here's where it gets interesting. Some reports suggest that a specific batch of 1989 10-cent coins was minted with slight anomalies, barely visible to the untrained eye, but incredibly significant to collectors. These may include slight alignment shifts between obverse and reverse, subtle die cracks around the lettering, variations in flower detailing, particularly in the Vanda Miss Joachim's petals, or a strike difference so precise that it could only occur during a transitional minting phase. While these changes may seem small, in the world of numismatics, they mean everything, because rarity and imperfection, in a coin that was otherwise mass-produced, can catapult its worth beyond comprehension. And remember, not all 1989 coins are created equal. Some were circulated heavily and worn down. Others, however, remained in uncirculated or near mint condition, hidden away in old drawers, inherited collections, or even tucked in forgotten suitcases by those who once visited the Lion City. It's these coins, in pristine, possibly anomalous condition, that have caught the eye of auction houses. And in recent years, coins just like this, when professionally graded and authenticated, have been valued at extraordinary figures. A real collector's encounter. Let me tell you a story, one that shook the numismatic world. In 2022, a collector in Canada was sorting through a lot of old coins he had received from his grandfather, a former Navy engineer stationed in Southeast Asia. Among the pile, he found an unusually sharp, gleaming 10-cent coin dated 1989. It looked untouched, nearly flawless. Curious, he sent it to a professional grading service. When it came back, the results were astonishing. Mint state 69. That's nearly perfect on the Sheldon scale, just one step below absolute perfection. Experts who examined it noticed a minor reverse strike doubling, a rare minting phenomenon. The coin was soon featured in a specialized Southeast Asian coin auction, and though the final bid was kept private, rumors suggest the offers climbed into six-figure territory. Let that sink in. A small silver-toned coin, easily overlooked, potentially fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more, purely because of its rarity, condition, and historical resonance. How to identify a potentially rare 1989 Singapore 10-cent coin. Now the million-dollar question. Could you have one? Let's find out. Here's what you need to look for. 1. Condition. The coin should be uncirculated or in high-grade condition. Little to no scratches, original mint luster, no discoloration. Second detail, sharpness. Look closely at the edges of the flower petals, the lion in the coat of arms, and the lettering. If they appear unusually crisp, you may be holding something special. 3. Die variations or errors. Diese umfassen Dinge wie Doppelung, Fehlstellung oder Risse. A coin with a visible die error, especially one undocumented by major mints, is often worth significantly more. 4. Edge and rim. Examination. Check if the reeded edge is clean, consistent, or shows signs of striking anomalies. 5. Weight and size. If the weight slightly deviates from the standard 2.36 grams, or the diameter is off by even a fraction, it could indicate a plancher or die error. And lastly, get it graded. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. A coin without grading is like an unsigned treasure map. Valuable, yes, but unverified. Why collectors are paying big money. So why are collectors, especially those from Europe, the US, and Asia, investing massive sums into coins like these? Because coins like the 1989 Singapore 10 cents represent more than monetary value. They are pieces of a nation's soul. They're relics of a generation, tokens of a country's transformation, and expressions of design and minting history. Collectors want what is rare, what is untouched by time, what carries a story. And when a coin checks all those boxes, rarity, condition, design uniqueness, and historical depth, its value skyrockets. There are rumors circulating in high-end collector circles that a perfect 1989 10-cent coin could soon break records at international auctions. Some experts speculate it could be worth not just thousands, not just tens of thousands, but possibly in the hundreds of thousands, or even over $1 million under the right circumstances. Could you be sitting on a fortune? Go find your coin jars. Pull out your old boxes, those little Ziploc bags of coins you thought were worthless. If you've ever been to Singapore or had relatives who worked, served, or traveled there in the 80s or 90s, start digging. If you find a 1989 10-cent coin in good shape, study it, photograph it, research it, and if it shows promise, get it graded. Because that tiny coin sitting silently in your drawer, it might just carry the weight of legacy and the potential of life-changing wealth. The world of coin collecting isn't just about currency, it's about mystery, history, and the thrill of the unknown. And coins like the 1989 Singapore 10 cents, they are perfect examples of how something so small can hold stories so vast and value so immense. So keep your eyes open, keep learning, keep searching, because your next big break might just be hiding in the palm of your hand. Thanks for watching, Coin Explorers. If stories like this fascinate you, hit that subscribe button, tap the like, and share this video with every collector and history lover you know. And remember, Never underestimate the power of a coin. Until next time, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and may your next discovery change your world.